Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your reading for the first half of June. I have meditated upon the cards and I have reshuffled. Let's get into your reading, Scorpio. Scorpio, Spirit showed me writing that was upside down. And it looks like you were trying to figure it out, but you couldn't understand it. And really all you had to do was flip it and you'd be able to see it perfectly fine. So it leads me to believe that there is something that's happening in your life that you may not understand and you may be trying to figure out. And all you really have to do is, number one, don't overthink it, and then just change your perspective about it. Flip it around so that you're able to grasp what the meaning is. So Spirit is guiding me to say, I'm going to preface this by advising you that I am not a doctor. They want this one. I am not a doctor. They want that one. But there may be a health concern or something that feels off, but you just may like, oh, I don't understand. Like like maybe you're getting cramps, right? I'm like, I don't understand. I've had my water, I've had my potassium. Like, I don't understand why I'm getting cramps. There could be something more to the cramp. All right. So pay attention to that, and I'm not saying that that's what it is specifically. I'm just giving you an example of a potential what it could be, right? It could be like some sort of health thing and you're like, oh, I'm doing this or that. And, but yeah, it's not being fixed. I mean, what's going on? Don't brush it aside is basically what I'm trying to say here. Don't brush it aside. Make sure that they want that. Make sure that you're focusing on whatever that is. And if you can't figure it out, please go see a doctor. Okay. For other people, others of you, it just may be something as simple as you may be trying to figure out something at work. You may be trying to figure out something with your companion or a friend. You're like, well, I don't understand this. Try to gain a different perspective. And that's what's really going to set apart and allow things to get clarity. Okay. And resolve itself. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Two of Pentacles. Prince of Wands. Queen of Swords. All in reverse. Eight of Swords. Princess of Wands. And Ace of Wands in reverse. All right. These are knights. This is a page. You have 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Your issue may be a back issue. So pay attention to that if it's aching a lot, if it has to do something with health. Okay. Okay. Let's get into your reading. You may be feeling really, 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 really drained, but you're still trying to thrust forward. I feel like this is like mental exhaustion, but you're still pushing forward. This is overthinking, over processing in your brain. Again, trying to figure things out in the mind. And it's almost like you're running up against a wall when really all you need to do is just take a step back and go, all right, let me just lay here for just a moment. Let me try not to figure it out. And then that's how answers happen. Okay. You may definitely be avoiding something. I'm not really sure what this is. You're like, it could be this or it could be that. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Yeah, it feels like you're taking no true action towards correcting whatever the problem actually could be. And I'm not calling you out. I think like we all do this. I don't feel like we do this purposefully. I feel like just life happens and we're just like, oh yeah, I'll deal with it later. I'll deal with it later. But then we never deal with it. And then it becomes a bigger problem, right? Than what it should be. You may be, again, there's like, something is off, but you're avoiding it. You're not taking the time. And I don't even feel like you're truly avoiding it with this particular Queen of Swords. What I'm getting is that you may be focused on other things or other things that are more, that may seem more important or prevalent in your life. Like maybe they take priority, other things take priority over this other thing. Therefore, you're not giving it, the time and attention that it really requires, because I feel like this is time and attention and focus, time, attention, and focus. Like all of these are just like, this is pretty much a call for you to heed whatever this is that's aching you, that's ailing you. Yeah, I feel like you are just, you're not taking any action here. I feel like you're going to be fine though, because this Page of Wands has salamander all over her outfit here, and it feels like you're gonna come out fine, but it feels like it's almost like a wake-up call here with this Ace of Wands. You're like, dude, that could have gone south really quick. It almost calls like it's like, oh, this is an action that I should take more action towards these things, whatever this is, because I'm seeing this as a continuation. Like you have the knowledge, right? And because of all of this, it's given you almost like your power to take back. And you're like, okay, I've gained the knowledge. I'm never going to do this nonsense again. I will now heed the information that my body gives me. If my body is not feeling well, I'm not going to just, set it to the side. I'm going to pay attention to what this is. Or if it has nothing to do with your body, it has to do with a job or a friendship or a partnership, there's something that's not being paid attention to, and feels like everything will work out just fine. And then you're going to take, okay, I understand now what that looks like. I won't do that again. It's almost like you learn a very valuable lesson here. Okay. Let's get some clarifiers here. Wow. Knight of Swords. Yeah. I feel like this needs your attention fairly quickly. So please, 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 please pay attention to whatever this is. I want to know what this 10 of Swords is. I feel like that's my biggest thing. 9 of Pentacles. This definitely has to do with something that you think, something that has, well, how am I going to say this? I feel like this has to do with a deeper resource, something that's almost like a life source. And that doesn't necessarily mean physicality, right? But a life source could be heart. It could also be, lungs, like you need your lungs to breathe. It could also be like a job situation. This may also have to do with the person who gave life to you, is what I just heard. So a parent. Okay. All right, I need to know, what are we not paying attention to? What's going on here before we give advice? Like, I need to know what's going on. Like, how do I help Scorpio here? Because I feel like this is, like, there's a lot going on here. King of Pentacles. Talking about your resources. King of Swords in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. Judgment and Hangman. What does this have to do with? Oh, okay. I don't know if somebody here. Okay, so I said heart and lungs, but what I didn't say that as a resource is the mind. The mind. So some of you may be dealing with someone, maybe yourself, but I don't feel like it's yourself. It very well could be, but take it how it resonates. There's a decline. I'm seeing a lot of heart space here also. So take it how it resonates. It's going to be different for everybody. There may be a decline in the mental capacity, meaning dementia, Alzheimer's, things of that nature, where the mind is slipping. It's almost like somebody's reliving the same thing over and over. It's like you can't get past a certain state. Wow. Yeah. That's what I'm getting here. So again, this could be you, this could be somebody around you. Take it how it resonates. Holy cow. Pay very close attention. Please, you guys, pay very close attention. Ace of Cups, Lovers in reverse. Ace of Swords. The Emperor. For advice. Remember, I kept saying I'm getting a lot of heart space here. And that was the first thing I said here, heart. Pay attention to your heart, your eating habits, and the things that affect your heart space. Again, I am not a doctor, but this is coming up consistently. Okay? It's going to be different for everybody. Also, be compassionate towards somebody who is slipping of the mind. So sometimes we have to be a little bit more compassionate. If this isn't somebody else that you're dealing with, be compassionate towards yourself. If you have a lot of things going on and, things may be slipping through the cracks. Things may be slipping through the cracks, not only because you may have a lot going on, but there may be more going on in the brain. Remember, I'm really drawn to the brain and the heart. So if this isn't you, this is someone around you. But you have to choose. You have to go choose to go get seen in order for things to go get right. This may be a battle. Okay, this may be a battle, but I feel like things will be just fine. It's almost like you have to start from square one in some ways, but take it how it resonates, okay? Take it how it resonates. Wow, okay. That's harsh. Two of Swords. Yeah, you may be avoidant. You may not be seeing, oh, it could be this or it could be that, but there's something that you're not paying attention to, okay? Or you're not giving it enough forethought. It's almost like you're swooshing it off to the side, like it's no big deal, but it kind of feels like it is a big deal, something that you should really be paying attention to, right? What is the outcome here for Scorpio? If you know what this is, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know if there's anything I can pray for you, okay? Queen of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Magician. Strength, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. As far as an outcome is concerned, what I'm seeing here, because this Knight of Wands is a very, very fast knight, but it is in reverse, I'm getting the sense is that you have to go towards this new path. And it's almost like you have to tiptoe your way into recreating the way you do things, the way you approach a new way of doing things. So let's say, for instance, if this has to do with your heart, and you have high cholesterol, in high things like that. This is saying change your habits a little bit at a time. You have the courage to do this. You have the willpower to do this. You can do this, but you have to start from square one. You're not going to have wins all the time. Learn and understand that there's going to be failures and slip ups, and that's fine. Don't be too hard on yourself, okay? Don't be too hard on yourself, right? If this isn't you, this is you having patience to go towards, to help out somebody else and try to assist them in whatever that looks like, right? Did something flip? No. All right. Final message. Begin. May you start as if you have already begun. This is going to be a new journey for you. This is going to be a whole different way, like a whole different approach towards something. But it's definitely leading you towards a more peaceful, calmer way of being or doing or existing. It may also allow you to have a more peaceful union with somebody else or something else, or even just peaceful within yourself. All right. I hope that makes sense. I hope this did resonate. If it did, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what your situation is, because this is pretty deep, you guys. All right. Yeah. All right. I will leave it there. Have a beautiful day.